Smoothini, most popularly known as the Ghetto Houdini, is truly a great performer. Most famous for his bar magic tricks, he has even set the talent shows on fire with his amazing tricks. So, be it his famous German salt trick or the amazing sponge balls, hello and welcome back, and today we're gonna unlock the top secrets behind Smoothini'S most famous magic tricks of all time. So, let's get started. At number 7, the sponge ball trick. Now, this awesome sponge ball trick is a great trick to amaze anyone you want. And this is how Smoothini used it to amaze the audience. He takes out 2 sponge balls from the salt sprinkler and they are now out on the table. Now he asks one of the judges to hold his hands palm up. He picks up one ball and places it in his hand, which he closes into a fist and puts the other ball in the judge's hand and tells her to hold it tightly. Now, with a snap of the fingers and saying abracadabra, he opens up his hand, and to the amusement of everyone, the sponge ball had vanished. But it didn't end there. The judge opens her hand to find both the sponge balls inside. Amazing! So, how did he do it? Well, the sponge balls play a huge part in this trick. They're easy to squeeze and play around with. To start off with, Smoothini didn't take the balls from inside the salt sprinkler. He had them already squeezed in his right palm and just had to release them at the right moment. Then he takes the first sponge ball and performs a retention move. Now, a retention move is to make it look like the ball goes in his left hand, while actually the ball is in his other hand, i.e. the right hand. Now, with one hand in a fist and the right hand secretly concealing the sponge ball, he picks up the second ball. Also, you must have guessed it. He now has both sponge balls in one hand, and the fact is that the sponge balls, if held correctly, look like one single ball and also feel like one, which he then places under the judge's left palm and tells her to squeeze it tightly. Finally, on revealing her palm, the sponge balls pop back up to their full size in a hurry, thus creating the magical illusion. At number 6, pen through nose trick. Not just card tricks, Smoothini has even used a writing pen to perform this really cool trick, in which he takes a pen from a table, inserts it up his nose, and then brings it back through his mouth. The judges couldn't believe their eyes as everything happened in a jiffy. So, how did he do it? Well, before revealing the secret, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get instant notifications of our new video uploads. Now, coming to the secret, is it a special kind of pen or something? No, not at all. All the secret lies in the amazing use of his hands and the way he holds that pen. To start off, Smoothini takes the pen and then places it under his nose to push it through his nose. However, he just holds the pen tightly under his nose, and instead of pushing it through, he just takes his hand straight up around that pen to make the illusion as if he's indeed pushing it through. Now, to bring the pen back through his mouth, all he did was to grab the pen with his thumb, hold it with his lips, and then take out the pen, thus creating the illusion as if he's bringing the pen right through his mouth. So, all credit here goes to Smoothini for his amazing speed and timing. At number 5, cards from mouth trick. Producing cards from an empty mouth is no mean feat. And you must have seen many magicians doing the same thing around the world, but none better than Smoothini. In one of his many tricks performed in America's Got Talent, the trick where he produced cards out of his empty mouth was just amazing. Here, he points to his empty mouth and reaches inside. Instantly, a mouthful of cards pours out. So, how did he do it? Well, here's the secret. The mechanics of this trick are fairly simple. However, the key to this trick is the timing and misdirection. When you see it at first, it seems as if Smoothini had really pulled out the cards from his mouth. However, that's not the case here. If you see carefully, the moment he places the deck onto the table, he brings aside 10 to 20 cards in his left-hand palm and conceals it from the audience. Now, the rest of the trick depends upon the perfect timing and misdirecting the audience. With his right hand, he misdirects them, and then the timing when he brings his left hand up to his face plays its part. Here, he simply pushes the cards about halfway into his mouth. Immediately, he lets the cards spill out and uses his right hand to grab them as they come pouring out, thus amazing the audience around. At number 4, Magic Dollar Bill. We all know Smoothini in America's Got Talent for his amazing bar magic tricks. But this is a money trick, where he is seen playing around with some cash. To perform the trick, Smoothini takes a $100 bill and moves the federal seal from its original position to the other end of the bill. And when Howie checks that dollar bill, he finds the federal seal to be real and actually being moved to a new position. Well, some of you might be thinking he's got real superpowers, but there's something else behind this trick. If you look at the video carefully, you'll find that the dollar bill was actually a gimmick bill, which already had the seal at the final position where Smoothini wanted it to finish off the trick. Also, while showing the dollar bill to the audience, the seal could actually be seen pre-existing at that location. But how does $1 bill have two seals on it? Now, the seal at the original position is not real, and is only held onto that position using a magnet behind the bill. Also, the magnet allows the seal to be easily moved to any position on the bill. And finally, when Smoothini brings the seal to a position where he wanted, he quickly takes the magnet away from the bill and hides it in his pocket, which can be seen if you look closely. And if you noticed it, while showing the seal on that dollar bill before performing the trick, he actually folds the bill backwards in half. This was done to hide the previously marked seal from the audience, which was present on the back end of the bill. At number 3, cards out of thin air. Now that we've seen how Smoothini pulls cards from his mouth, there's one amazing trick where he pulls cards out of thin air. It's one of those tricks where the move is so cool that it looks so spectacular. And this is how he performs it. Smoothini places the card behind the hand on the back of his palm and gently opens his first finger and little finger and then closes it with a very slight bow in the card. Now, this is the first position, where the audience thinks that his hand is empty. He then closes his hand and pushes his thumb onto the card as it sits in the nails of his middle and ring finger. Finally, he slides his nails out so that he's holding the card with the pads of his middle and ring finger. He pulls this trick off by increasing his hand movements to show both sides of the hand without flashing the card. As you can see here, Smoothini performs this trick at a great speed, and the height is such that it hides any of the flashes of the card moving from the back to the front and then back again, thus making the card appear out of thin air.
Where are you coming from?
At number 2, note-changing trick. Here is another money magic by Smoothini, where he goes on to amaze the audience with this dollar trick. To start off, he gets some $1 bills from his wallet, and then keeps them on Mel's palm. And with just a simple tap, he instantly changes those $1 bills to $100 bills. Now, this is a simple trick and can be easily figured out if you look closely in the video. If you see in the video, Smoothini wraps around an elastic band over the $1 bills, but when he places the dollar bills in Mel's palm, you can figure out the 2 bundles kept under her palm. But after the tap, you can only see one bundle. This makes it very much clearer that in that moment of tap, Smoothini took away the bundle of $1 bills. And that is how he really amazed Mel and Howie with his amazing money skills. So finally, Smoothini's number 1 trick on our list, German salt trick. Smoothini, the ex-Marine turned ghetto Houdini, tricked the judges and audience with his amazing salt trick by disappearing salt in his palms, and then getting it back again. So how did he do it? Well, the secret here lies in the thumb cap which Smoothini wears over his thumb that is most often visible in the camera when we look at his thumb carefully. To perform the trick, Smoothini starts by moving his thumb onto the palm and then fisting his fingers around it. Then he gently takes out his thumb by keeping the thumb cap in his fist. Now he pours the salt inside his fist and takes out the thumb cap by moving his right hand thumb inside the fist. The thumb cap is now on his right hand thumb and the salt is present inside it. He repeats the trick several times, thereby making the judges and audience believe that he could actually make the salt disappear in his hands. So guys, hope you got the secret behind Smoothini'S most famous magic tricks. Which trick did you like the most? And do suggest any topic you would like to see next. Do like and share this video with your friends on social media. For more such amazing things, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And finally, thanks for watching!